Hey, hey, hey. Welcome, everybody, to the morning meeting. It is September 23rd. It's good to see y'all here. Uh, Title of today's meeting is Forgiveness. Forgiving others who have wronged us. And those of you, I know a lot of you saw Charlie Kirk's memorial. One of the most profound things I saw there was his wife forgiving the man who killed him. And I just want to say, and I want to encourage everybody from my own experience, the two men who killed my mother and sister, I ended up forgiving them. And it was only through the Lord that I could do that. After my sister died, I wasn't a Christian. I believed in God, but I wasn't a Christian. And I hated him for many years. And then after my mother died, I hated my stepdad for a decade until I found the Lord. And then about 3 weeks after I was saved, roughly, I was able to forgive him. And it really, I was able to quit alcohol because of that. Alcohol was killing me, and, a miracle happened. So resentment, hate is really a cancer. And it really just eats away at you. And so I encourage you today, if you have any ill will toward anybody, no matter what they've done to you, try to forgive them. Pray on it. And it could even, translate into our binge eating, our addictive way that we approach food. I'm speaking off the cuff here, but I've talked to a number of people behind the scenes who, someone wronged them when they were little, or a divorce happened, or whatever it may be. And that resentment fuels their food addiction. And then, in turn, it destroys their health. Just the same way alcohol did with me. Now, as far as I go, I really don't think that's the case with me. I really don't have any resentments or hate towards anybody nowadays. I always tell myself, when something like that does come up in my mind, I'm like, well, if I could forgive those two men, you really can't do a whole lot to me that I won't forgive you for. So, but I do encourage that, forgiveness. Pray for your enemies. So that's just what was on my heart to talk about at the beginning of the stream here. If you're new, welcome. We usually get together every weekday, 11:30, 12 o'clock. We hang out and talk about our carnivore diet, Ketovore diet, Keto Diet, and encourage each other. Because a lot of us find that, for whatever reason, including resentments, we find it hard to stick to this way of eating, even though we know it's the right way to go, right? So I told you guys this would be the last stream of the week because of my son's wedding, but family is starting to roll in tomorrow evening. So I will be doing another morning meeting tomorrow. I hope you guys all show up. I wish I could do one every day this week. I can't, but yeah, we need one more. I can squeeze one more in tomorrow, so I hope you guys join us for that one. And hope you guys are doing well today. I want to say I've been praying for Amber. And Amber, I hope you're doing okay. For those of you who have been in the meetings, you know what I'm talking about. And Jessica, praying for you. And Gidget. So hope you all are doing well. Don't know if you guys will be in the meeting this morning, but I know a lot of us were praying for y'all. And hope you're doing better today. Anyway, our sponsored video will be coming out tomorrow evening at 6:30. I hope you guys check that out. It's a huge way to support the channel. Our Element sponsorship. So be really cool if you do that. And I got my suit. So we're gonna try everything on the trial run and see how it looks on me tonight. I'll get some footage of that. and announce what my final weight loss is for this 100-day countdown. And I'll report all of that in the video. So in the video coming out tomorrow night. So anyway, I want to say our hellos. And as always, if you're in the stream, I'd love to see you in the chat, even if it's just a quick hello. And if you're struggling, let us know. We'll talk about it. You have any questions for me? Be cool too. I just love catching up with y'all. Cassie, she was thinking about joining me this stream, but she got back from Costco and she said, I need one more thing. She was going to buy a candle for the bride's mother. And she had to go to a specialty store. So she's out shopping right now for that little gift for Michaela's mom. So anyway, let's get to our hellos. V. Osborne, good morning, everyone. Hey, V. Lisa, good morning. Kathleen, good morning, Carnivore Quest community. I am beginning day 2. Woohoo! Awesome to hear, Kathleen. Very cool. Yeah. Kel, good morning. Good morning, Kel. So good to see you, my friend. Karen, good morning, Larry and everyone and Cassie, if you happen to come on. She might pop in if she's, she knows I'm going live, so you never know. We might see her pop in the comments. Tammy, good morning, Carnivore Quest family. Let's do this. Absolutely. Hey, Shellbell. What's up, my friend? Great job, Kathleen. Absolutely. Day 2 is a big one. Got past that day 1. Very cool. Hey, D. Good morning to you. Glad you're here. Bex, good morning. There's a new name. First time here, Bex? If so, good to see you. Very cool. Yeah, on that Charlie Kirk. Did Charlie Kirk suffer? That video I put out with the forensic expert who I shared some of his video. We had like 300 new subscribers off that video. And I have a feeling those people, most of those subscribers don't eat a carnivore diet. So that might not be a good thing for the channel. But if one of you are here that subscribed off that video, welcome. And I really encourage you to try a low carb diet. The carnivore diet's amazing. So a meat only diet, but keto's not bad either, huh? Liz, a beautiful morning to all. Let's rock our day. I love the vibe, Liz. Very cool. Hey, there's Alfie. Hey, gang. Rendered a load of that grass-fed beef fat today. Got it sifted and cooling down to put in the fridge. Tomorrow, I'll drain the water and scrape the bottom, then go again. Awesome, Alfie. Did you watch Cassie's video on that? So easy to do, right? It takes a little time. Just a little time, little effort, but it's a very simple process. Making pure beef tallow. Day 2, that's what I want to hear, Alfie. So good to have you back, brother. Very cool. Swan, what's up? Good morning, everyone. It's day 2 for me as well, Alfie. Awesome to hear. Yep, a lot of us yesterday were talking about being day 1, so really cool. Tammy, congratulations on day 2, folks. Yeah. Bex, as a Canadian, it has been hard watching what has happened in the U.S. No one deserves to be killed, especially for just having a different view. I might not agree with someone, but I still learn. Yeah, Charlie was killed for wanting to have a dialogue, and he was turning a lot of minds, changing a lot of minds, and that's why he was a threat. I see him demonized in some of the press, like he was this, he was that, a racist, a misogynist, and they take these little clips and they don't represent him. It's so wrong what they do. If you ever watched him engage with young people, he was always respectful, very loving. He wasn't a hater at all, but the world's a little crazy. There's no doubt. Alfie just got back from taking the dog to the field for a run, walked around it, rang the butcher, and he's putting aside all the pork skin for me tomorrow. Getting 2 whole sirloins, and that's awesome. So you're going to make those homemade pork rinds, Alfie boy? Awesome. Liz, lack of forgiveness zaps joy from life and are missing out on blessings. Yeah, it really does. Resentment is just so toxic for ourselves. I know from experience, it almost killed me. 10 years I spent in the bottle, an extreme alcoholic, because of hate. I hated the police department who dropped the ball with my mom's situation. Um, there was a while there where I had a murderous heart. I hated, there were two police officers, and I love the police. Don't, this is back right after my mom was killed, the first year. There were two police officers who I interacted with quite a bit, and they dropped the ball big time with my mom. They were just, I don't know if it was ignorance, laziness, but I had a murderous heart toward them for a while. I really thought about doing something really bad, you know. And looking back on it, they probably had families, and, you know, I'm sure they didn't mean for my mom to die, but that's what hate can do. I would drink and I would sit in the garage and fester and just sit out there in the dark getting drunk. And, the man who killed my mom killed himself. So I couldn't focus my anger on him. I did toward the police department. Cassie said I was scary there for a little while, but thank goodness my upbringing and the love of my kids and Cassie pulled me through that. But it still destroyed me for the next 9 years until I found the Lord, and then everything changed. So, yeah, I had a murderous heart for about a year. Thank goodness I didn't do anything stupid. Karen, Alfie boy, you got this. Keep going in the right direction. Absolutely. You're ready to eat steak every day. I will be having chicken wings today. I told you guys I bought those 2 huge packs. Cassie cooked a bunch of them last night, and we got a bunch of leftovers. So it's a chicken wing kind of day for me. Cowgirl, hiya guys. Hey Cowgirl, good to see you. Cheryl, good morning. Good morning to you, Cheryl. Lisa, day tours over here. Very cool. Oh yeah, I'm getting the pork skin to make puffed pork rinds. Can't wait to try them. That's one thing we've never done. We've never made our own. So yeah, Alfie boy, I can't wait to hear how it goes. It's very cool. The butcher's going to set some aside for you. Runin Ribeye. Good morning, everyone, from Olympia, Washington. Yeah, there's a new name. First time here, I think. Either way, good to see you. Glad you're here. Hope you're doing well. Cheryl, on a bad note, I messed up last night. My daughter made spaghetti and I ate it. My stomach was not happy this morning. Why don't I ever learn? Oh, how many times have I said that to myself, Cheryl? When am I going to learn? Because you do. You're miserable the next day. And spaghetti would definitely do that to me. Spaghetti, any kind of pasta, So today's day one, Cheryl. Huh? Right? Drink plenty of water and eat some healthy meats. Cranky Carnivore Cutler, greetings. What's up? Glad to see you again. Sam, good morning, Larry and Carnivore Quest team. Enjoyed the steak and drank a lot of water and chewed a lot, so I did not choke or squeal like a pig. It was yummy. Very cool. JD, I'm here. Oh no, day 0. So today's day 1, JD, or did you already have something bad? So hard, right, guys? Excuse me. Yeah. Well, JD, you're in the right place. You're surrounded by folks who understand exactly what you're going through. So, JD, we are going to have the stream tomorrow, too. So, day 1 tomorrow or day 2? I'm not sure where you're at. Sam, I liked watching the 30-day BBBE weight loss challenge. For those of you who don't know, Sam's been watching a lot of our older content. What's the big dog, a.k.a. the Bugs diet right now? That's our son, Little Larry. Is he still 202 pounds when he did the 30-day BBB diet and lost 19 pounds? Dang. Yeah, he did that for me. He tried the carnivore diet for 30 days, and he did really well on it. But no, he does more of a weight training diet now, and he's even a little lighter than that now. I believe he's around 198. He's a very healthy weight. He's 6'2". He's very broad-shouldered, and he looks great. So, no, he's been doing really good. He no longer eats fast food and crap like that. He just eats, he watches his calories, and he eats a high-protein diet, low-fat. So, hey, Jessica. Good morning, everyone. Amen, Liz. Good to see you, Jessica. Always good to see you. Shelbell, that's because they really don't know him, and those that think that they did added or took away from his speeches or debates to turn it into hate. But people are researching him and finding out the truth. Yeah, that's so true, Shelbell. There's definitely a revival going on, and that's really cool. It's really sad people do that. Who did I see? Representative Ilhan Omar, AOC. People in our government demonizing him. Sad. And they lie. They lie about it. I got no problem if you disagree with the man, but don't lie about him. Could you imagine Charlie Kirk debating AOC? Oh, she's not very bright. And he would torture. Jessica, so I did Ketovore yesterday. I had a salad with some bacon and turkey lunch meat. Dinner, I had a Taco Bell Power Bowl with no rice. Not awful, but not carnivore. Not what my body needs. Yeah, me and Cassie call that a transition day, Jessica, So don't beat yourself up. I've never had one of those Taco Bell Power Bowls. I believe Cassie has. I've never had one. And that was this is a long time ago. Cassie was in a pinch because she's not a huge fan of any fast food. She's pretty picky. Lance, what's up, hon? Good morning, all. North Dakota Carnivore, a.k.a. Lance, everybody. Jessica, this morning I started out with 4 eggs. All right. There you go. And no Power Bowls today, right, Jess? Delinda Strickland. Hey, hello. I'm new to your group. Well, welcome, Delinda. Awesome. So glad you stopped by. You're surrounded by people here who, you can say what you want to say. People here will not jump all over you. And if you're finding the carnivore diet for the first time, I'm excited for you. That's great. Maybe you're a veteran, though, Delinda. Maybe you're in here to inspire somebody else. Either way, glad you're here. Glad you're here. Christy, hello. Good to see you all again. I've been seriously struggling lately in all things. I've given up. I am exhausted. Good news, though. I began going to church again about a month ago with my family. Well, amen, Christy. I'm so happy to hear that. Very cool. I've been doing really well getting into my Bible every day. That's, even if it's just for, 15, 20 minutes, reading a little scripture. And it's a huge victory. I really don't share that here on the channel much. I have in a few videos, but really good to see you, Christy. And if you're struggling, that's the first good step, right? Surround yourself with like-minded people. Welcome, Delinda. So happy to see you. Hey, yeah, for sure. JD walked the dogs at the beach this morning. Had a bid for a job in Ocean Shores, Washington. Beautiful day. Wow, I'd love to be at the ocean right now, JD. I love the ocean. I've spent a lot of time on the beach. It's been a while, though. Uh-oh. Is that Amazon delivering here, brisket barking? Oh, you know what? Yeah, you know what I got coming today? These straps that attach to your socks and then run, I think I mentioned it in yesterday's meeting. They run up along your leg and then attach to your shirt. You know, when you're wearing a suit to keep your shirt tucked in. That might be them being delivered right now. Cool. To Shellbell from Jessica. So true. I've had who I thought was my sister in Christ call me some vile things because I posted about Charlie Kirk and revival and the revival that is happening. Yeah, you know, True Colors coming out, right? Oh no, that's little Larry. He's singing. Can you guys hear him? He loves to sing, and it always brings joy to my heart. Hey, Larry, you want to come in and sing for everybody? No, you're good, bud. Everybody'd love to hear you sing, though. Yeah, I've always loved him. He's done that ever since he was little. Just always a heart full of joy, you know. He sings in the shower, and it's awesome. Christy, welcome to Linda. Yeah, for sure. Day 8 for me, Kel. Awesome. Hey, that is so cool. I gotta find it. Where are we at? Can you dig it? That's so awesome, Cal. Can you dig it? Larry, how did California change when you were a kid? Also, Larry, do you miss Las Vegas? I remember being there once, and the Venetian was pretty cool. Uh, California, I mean, California just, California is just crazy. When I was 21 when I left California, and I was happy to get out of there. You know, a lot of bad memories I had a great childhood, but as far as my sister passing away and but Vegas was crazy. I'm very thankful to be alive because in my early 20s, um, yeah, I had a lot of fun in Vegas. Let's just put it that way. Yeah, the Venetian, I remember when it opened. Had a lot of fun in Vegas. Lost a lot of money in Vegas. I basically worked for free for like 3 years. Did a lot of partying and had a lot of good times with friends. But good morning, everyone. Hey, Frank. Good to see you, my man. Kelly, good morning. Doing heavy ketovore for a few days, then back to BBBE and carnivore. Staying keto for sure. Awesome, Kelly. Yeah, you know, I actually might during the wedding, guys. No, excuse me, real quick. I actually might do some ketovore starting the day before the wedding, just so I don't have any accidents in my pants. You know what I'm saying? I literally, like if I had some asparagus with one of my meals, that just stops any diarrhea issues I have, and I don't want to have an accident, you know, while I'm in my suit, you know, because I won't be able to change. I rented my suit, so I'm thinking about doing ketovore myself for maybe 2 days, the day before and the day of the wedding, but we'll see. Of course, I'll let you guys know if I do. What I could even do is have a couple lattes made with heavy cream. They plug me up too, or I could have some cheese. You know, that would definitely stop the diarrhea. So I'm not sure yet. Shellbell, we are for sure under attack. To God be the glory in all of this. Yeah, and I got to tell you, my friends list on my personal Facebook account. You know, I remember one time I had like 900 friends, and that shrunk down now to maybe 180 friends, and you know, mostly Christians. But I still have some friends from high school who posted some pretty unbelievable, cruel things about Charlie Kirk, and I just unfriended him. You know, showing your true colors. Like I said in that one stream, I despised Kamala Harris, cookie cutter, politician, liar. But if something happened to her, I would not celebrate it, and I would really mourn her death if she died like that, you know? If she was out giving a speech and that happened to her, it'd be horrible. And it's very telling when someone cheers for something like that, you know? Crazy. Liz, wow, Larry, I can't even imagine the pain you endured during those difficult years. Thank God he led you through it. Yeah, he was waiting for me. I got to tell you, Cassie's the one that got me through it, Liz. When my sister died, my Cody and Ashley, my two children, actually, that's what the video is about tomorrow. That'll be coming out tomorrow, is about Cody. And, you know, he's getting married now. But anyway, after my sister passed, I was 18. Cody was 6 months old. Ashley was 2 years old. And having to take care of them and my mother is what got me through it, you know. I was about to go in the military. And after that happened, thankfully I hadn't completed my sign up totally, you know, and the recruiter was cool about it. And I ended up staying home and helping my mom take care of the kids. And then, 10 years later, when she passed away, when she was killed, I had Cassie, and Cassie, you know, we were just engaged. And I remember her telling me I'm not going anywhere, because I actually said to her, honey, I understand if, you know, the wedding is off, because now Cassie was going to have 2 more children to raise. And she said, I'm not going anywhere. And unfortunately, I spent the next, 8-9 years in the bottle, and Cassie stuck by me through the entire time. And then I found the Lord, and then he brought me through it. And everything was restored. And it's just such an amazing thing. We could do a 4-hour video about how everything was restored in our life. All of our children are in healthy relationships now. It's amazing, so I'm very thankful. Yeah, Cassie deserves a lot of credit. We've been through many wars together. So I always say we're best friends, we're war buddies, husband and wife. So, Karen, welcome all the new people for sure. Yeah. Hi, y'all from foothills of Northeast Georgia. Hey, Michelle. Good morning. Nice little Larry. Way to go representing us youngins. Yeah, he's doing really well. And he's always on me. Like the times where I've gotten the lattes, he's like, Dad, what are you doing? He's worried about me. He's worried about my health, It's not good carrying around this much weight. Calories only matter in bombs, furnaces, and combustion engines. I've never heard it put that way. JD, I was up at 3 a.m. eating crap. Oh, JD, I've done that so many times. Once you blow it, and then you're like, oh, I got to get as much as I can in, That FOMO kicks in, that fear of missing out. You're making popcorn at 2 a.m. Yeah. Shell Bell. Well, JD, guess what? You're here. Just keep pushing forward and forget yesterday. Yeah, even 3 a.m. Fat Street Glider. Hey, Larry, what's up? Good to see you. Good to see you. Tammy, keep going, Delinda. You can phase out diet drinks later. Absolutely. Delinda, did you leave a comment about diet drinks? Did I miss it? Oh, here we go. I don't know how I missed that. Probably because I was babbling. I've been on the Lion Diet for 3 days. I drank a Diet Sprite due to nausea. Should I start over or keep going? Oh, yeah, just keep going, Delinda. I've talked to hundreds of people who, when they first start the carnivore diet, they still drink their diet sodas. And, eventually they try and phase them out. But like Laura Spath, very famous carnivore, she still enjoys a diet soda once in a while. So, yeah, for sure, Delinda. That's awesome. 3 days of the Lion Diet. Good for you. I'm excited for you. That's awesome. uh, yeah, Tammy, thanks for pointing out that I missed her comment there. JD, my heart has been full of hate since my mom died last October. Well, JD, I don't know how your mom passed, but I know the feeling. If she died of natural causes, you might be hating God right now, or questioning if there even is a God. But I'm telling you, brother, there is, and He loves you. Yeah. My mom was killed so violently, and she suffered so much. And she was my best friend in the entire world. We were so close, and it almost destroyed me. And I hope you get past that soon, JD. She wouldn't want that for you because there's no way to live. No way to live. Alfie, there's a church near my house that's possibly 1,000 years old. It's at least 800 years old. Super cool. They've been having a renovation lately, so I haven't heard the bells for a while. I miss them. Wow, yeah, over there in England, right, Alfie boy? That's awesome. Thanks for sharing that. That's cool. Larry, do you want to visit Hawaii? It will remind you of your favorite TV show growing up, Land of the Lost. Right? I've heard Hawaii is the most beautiful place on earth. I've heard it's like a painting. Yeah, I definitely like to see Hawaii one time. I don't think I'd want to live there though. It's just a little too. I'd be claustrophobic, I think. Yeah, sorry for your loss, JD, for sure. Christy, thank you. Surrounding oneself with like-minded people is so very important. I often forget that. Yeah, it is. It sure is. I forget that sometimes too. Cassie and I, we still haven't found a church, and I don't know. If I'm being honest with you, we haven't put a whole lot of effort into it because I just there's a couple really good preachers I love on YouTube, and it seems like I get the word of God. I watch a lot of sermons, so I watch probably 4 or 5 sermons a week. So I do much more than just a Sunday thing, but I don't have that fellowship. And that's really good for you. I remember being a part of a church, and that fellowship, there's something to that. And God wants us to do that. The Bible says that. I lost my place, guys. I'm sorry. Delinda, I took the first 2 weeks and got off of caffeine and then started the Lion Diet. I promise not to touch Diet Sprite through the Lion Diet journey. Yeah, we make those promises to ourselves, right, Delinda? And then we end up not doing them. I mean, I'm the master. You're talking to the master of breaking his own promises. I've probably had a latte made with heavy cream, which is 1,000 calories and does nothing but stall me out or make me fatter. I've had like 7 or 8 of them during my 100 days, and I promised myself I wouldn't have any. And all of you, or most of you, just say, hey, Larry, are you human, Because I can beat myself up. And I don't want you to do that, Delinda. Don't beat yourself up over a couple diet sodas, You're good. Way to go, Kel Rocket, for sure. For sure. 8 days. Jessica, I'm so sorry for your loss, JD. I've been there when I lost my mom 20 years ago. Yeah, and the loss never heals. I literally think about my mom and dad every day, just whether it's just for a few seconds or you know. But I haven't been angry since December of 2014. I have not been angry, and that's the real blessing. Um, yeah, Jessica, the waves of grief do get better. They may never go away completely, but it does get better. Yeah. Uh, had first show early this morning. Had first snow early this morning. I want comfort food now. It's too early for snow. Isn't that amazing how that happens? I know exactly what you're talking about. Like when the leaves start falling, I just want some comfort food, and you start getting those temptations, V. I'm totally with you there. But, time for a Cassie chuck roast, right? Or some chicken soup. There's some things we can enjoy that'll warm the soul. Yeah. Smiling for you. Lately, I've been having a lot of dental work done, and I'm very nervous when I go to the dentist, but my blood pressure reading have been normal, and they haven't been normal in years. Yay, that is awesome. Smiling for you. I'm so happy for you. Yeah, when I got my teeth pulled, I had all my teeth pulled. Well, I still have. What for those of you who don't know, I got dentures, but when I first went in and for the consultation, he wouldn't do it because, or he told me he's all now if your blood pressure hasn't, because my blood pressure was sky high. He's all if you come back in, my appointment was like 5 weeks later to have them extracted. He said if your blood pressure isn't down, I'm not going to do it. It's too dangerous. And that's when I recommitted to the carnivore diet. And I knew I had two choices: get on carnivore, get my blood pressure down, or get back on my lisinopril, go see a doctor. And it worked. I went back in, they pulled my teeth. No medications, right? Larry, brother, you don't have to justify your reasons. Thanks. Here we go with the tickle. So, well, geez. So yesterday, I made it 20 minutes into the stream before the post-nasal drip started. We've been going almost 40 minutes before it hit. That's an improvement, right? Oh, man. One more. Okay. Papa Frank, I've said it before, and I'm not counting days anymore. One day at a time. Just try to eat healthy today, and then tomorrow will be another day to try and eat healthy. Yeah, a lot of people go with that mental approach, Frank, and it's a good way to go, for sure. We're all wired a little differently, It's like whatever. Some things work for other people, and some things work for another type of person. Hmm. Suspect I have a histamine intolerance. Working on healing from that. Really, Kel? Oh, man, this is when I wish Cassie was in the stream and she could take over while I have this coughing fit. I'm fighting it right now, and this sucks. Ugh. I know tomorrow. I know, and over the weekend when I'm in my suit, I'll be warm and hot, and I'll probably be coughing my head off. It has gotten better, but it hasn't gone away. Um, Larry, I told Cassie this and recommend you trying this as remember how to use a lot of loss tools. The only thing that helped was psyllium husk powder, double serving, and it works great. You told Cassie about that? All right. Oh, loose stools. Gotcha. Yeah, well, I know what'll work for me. A little bit of cheese, you know, like I said, a little bit of heavy cream, or just a few veggies will take care of me. I appreciate that. Ketovore Gearhead, what's up? Hey, Larry, today is day 2 after a 3-week binge. The withdrawal is very strong. Yes, I know. Well, good for you. Recommitting. 3 weeks. Oh, you can do some damage in 3 weeks, right? Put on a few pounds. Ugh. Yep. Glad you're here, Ketovore Gearhead. You're in the right place. Uh, where depends, Larry? Seriously thinking about it myself. Cassie and I have had that discussion for sure. Um, I've thought about that like when once the wedding's done and I get back to strict carnivore. I thought about doing that while I DoorDash, Frank. Seriously, because I mean, the diarrhea does go away, but man, it can rear its ugly head. Like if I have a little bit too much fat, it can rear its. Never trust a fart, right? It's so true, and I'm thinking about that, Frank. I'm not too proud. I'm 51 years old. Yeah, I wear some Depends when I'm out working. I got no problem with that. Uh, that's the best approach, Papa Frank. One day at a time. Yeah. Yep. Tammy, Larry, your sister would be so proud of the family you and Cassie have created. She's blessed to have you as her brother. Yeah. Thanks. Yeah. 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 My sister and I were very close growing up. She was 7 years older than me, and yeah, man, Cody was 6 months old, and I just fell in love with that little boy. He changed everything for me, him and Ashley. I loved being a dad and changed everything, because there was no more going out and partying. And, I was a stay at home dad when I was 18, 19, and 20 years old. I was a stay at home dad, and then I worked part time at Toys R Us because we needed the money, but it just changed my life, taught me to love again. I actually talk about that in the video coming out tomorrow, which I hope you guys all check out. All of you who are here inspire me. I plan to return tomorrow with day 3. Awesome, Swan. Yeah, we're going to have the stream tomorrow. JD, she killed herself with carbs and an insulin needle. I'm so sorry, JD. Well, you don't want to do the same thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's like my dad. He killed himself with cigarettes, It's we all got to go sometimes. It's just sometimes our decisions take us sooner than we want to go, Michelle, why not just take something, Larry, instead of changing your diet? I drift so easily. I'd be in trouble. Yeah, as long as I keep that's why cheese. A lot of people eat cheese on the carnivore diet. I've already had, during this 100 days, I've already had some lattes, so no big deal. And a little veg, it's not like I'm going to eat cake, or a candy bar or something, or a cheeseburger. I'm not going to be eating, bread to stop the diarrhea. So I'm not too worried about that. But it's good you're aware that it could be a slippery slope for you, Michelle. Um, um, Question: I have done well on carnivore, except my hair is falling out and my nails have become very brittle. Thanks in advance for any help, guys. You got any help out there? Cassie never had that problem with her hair or nails, but I believe Laura Spath has done a video on that before, and I believe also Jenny Middich has too. So there are videos. Just look up carnivore losing hair on YouTube, Michelle. Maybe you can get some help. Some of the doctors too. I'm sure Ken Berry has made a video on that subject. Maybe Nisha. Liz, we've had a running joke in our house for about 40 plus years that a home without Best Foods mayo was ground for divorce. No mayo in the fridge for over a year. Still married. Awesome. Yeah, I love Best Foods mayo. I really do. That, and when I moved out in the Midwest, they got Dukes, and here in the South, love them both. Was never a fan of Miracle Whip. I mean, I can eat it, but Tammy, you need the fellowship for sure, Larry. Yeah, big part of our faith, right? JD, going into Walmart, I'll be good if you're all good. See you tomorrow. Okay, JD. Hang in there. Hang in there. Smiling for you. Nailed it. I easily make promises that I keep to others and forgive others, but forgiving and keeping promises to myself is another story, but I'm working on it. We all are. Smiling for you. We all are. That's so true. A lot of wisdom right there. Spreading the gospel. I haven't had a Diet Dr. Pepper in about 4 months. No more soda for me. Keep going, everyone. So good to hear. Yeah. Most of you know I've never really had a problem with diet sodas. When I'm off the rails, I enjoy a Coca-Cola, but I've never been a diet soda drinker, so it's never been really a struggle for me. And now when I want something, something a little tasty, I just have a flavored element, and I got nothing to worry about. So, Frank, same thing with me, Larry. I've gotten away from organized church, but last weekend was so blessed being around my Christian friends and their ministries to truckers. Awesome. Good to hear, Frank. Revival. Swan to Michelle. I've heard Dr. Kiltz answer this question. He suggests eating more. Losing hair is usually signs of a deficiency, so you probably just need to eat more. Appreciate that, Swan. Larry, have fun at the wedding. Yeah, I will. It's going to be I'm definitely going to be, it can be bittersweet. I will definitely be thinking about my sister, Cody's biological mother, and my mom, who, my mom was very close with Cody. He didn't even know she was his grandma until he was about 8 years old. And we sat down together and told him, and they were very close. So I'm definitely going to be enjoying the wedding for them, and my dad. Carnivore Coach Edens, hello. What's up? Good to see ya. Question, any carnivore headache and fever remedies? Have y'all heard the news with Tylenol? I have not. But headaches, keep up with those electrolytes, right, Sam? Our link is in the description for Elements Electrolytes. Great way to support the channel. But fever, I've never heard of anybody getting a fever on carnivore. Maybe during the keto flu? Michelle Swan, I'll try it. Sometimes I just don't want to eat. Yeah, I get that way too, Michelle. I do. Get a little bit of that burnout, that meat fatigue. Yeah, V. Osborne hasn't heard the news about Tylenol either. Come on, Sam, let us know. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Right, the number of days or months don't work for everyone. Myself, it does help me keeping on track. Just FYI, laugh out loud, I'm on day 439. It can be done. I'm here for the ups and downs and giving support. Shellbell's been crushing it. Hey, and Lance is in day 397. Wow. Gosh. I don't know how long my stretch was. I think it was about of like kicking butt when I dropped 100 pounds. It was probably just over a year of carnivore with no cheating at all, You guys, awesome. Jessica, just wanted to say I love you all and praying for y'all. I have to go run an errand now. Hope to see y'all again tomorrow. Very cool, Jessica. King Neptune, you happened to check out Big Man Alaska? I did. I did. I looked at his channel yesterday and hit the subscribe button, King Neptune. I appreciate that. Yeah, he's had some great success. I noticed when he first started his channel, it wasn't carnivore content. What was his content about? Was it hunting and stuff like that? I forget, but he switched it when he first started, like 30 days on the carnivore diet results. And I noticed previously he'd get like 200 views, 150 views, and when he started doing carnivore content, he started getting a couple thousand views, and so good for him, spreading the word. Yay, North Dakota. Yeah, right. It's been on a while. Ron, hey Larry, day one again. We have a large friend group, and every weekend I break it. It's really hard to be social and not eat with them. Bad excuse, but true, right, Ron? I mean, it seems like we're making excuses, but it's just a reality, right? Just got to figure out a way to get past that. It can be done, Ron. I've done it before, Gosh, man, just hang in there. Day one. Hope to see you tomorrow, Ron, with a day two. But yeah, every weekend, you get a large friend group. I don't know. How would I handle that now? Like if I had a poker game every single weekend, let's just do a hypothetical. I had some buddies over. The booze wouldn't be a problem for me. It doesn't bother me when people drink around me at all. Like at the wedding, I'm not worried about that. I probably like just make my favorite carnivore foods like chicken wings, and maybe even have a little blue cheese dressing, So you can come up with something, Ron. So your thing might be a big fat ribeye, but you got that planning ahead. That's key there, Rooting for you, buddy. CK Cracknell. Way to go, Shell Bell. I honestly don't know how many days I've been on carnivore. 1.5 years, I think. I'm down 80 pounds as of today. And that's all I care about. Oh, that is a big congratulations there. Very cool. JD, he's gone now, but the problem is I resent her. You got to let that go, brother. Yeah. None of us are perfect. I guarantee you, your mother loved you. And she made some bad decisions for her health, which I have too. Like if I collapse in a week, and I pass away from a heart attack, being as heavy as I am right now, I sure would hope that my kids wouldn't resent me, Hey, Aaron, what's up, buddy? I got stuck in a meeting. No problem, man. Not a fan of Dukes. Love Miracle Whip. Yeah, my son Cody too. Oh no, Liz, not the mayo and pork rinds haunting me. Liz, Michelle, my hair thinned for a couple of months, but it came back. Awesome. Papa Frank, you'll lose weight just cutting carbs very low. There's different levels of carnivore for different reasons. Simple weight loss, low carb foods, and natural whole foods is awesome. Beverly, hey Beverly, I lost hair when I first started. Eating right and getting enough fat and protein has helped immensely. My nails grow now and are much larger. No more hair loss. No more hair loss. The last 3 months. Beef. She did some emojis. I don't know if they'll show up. I think it's beef, eggs, and beef and butter. Maybe BBBE. Very cool, Beverly. Thank you for sharing. Yeah. When Cassie and I we were sponsored by Colostrum for a while, and she really liked that. Her nails just got a lot more healthy. Her hair did. It is expensive though. It's we were promoting it, and it didn't sell real well. And we love the product, but it is expensive. Like some people think Element's expensive. Well, that colostrum was really expensive. But it really helped. Cassie noticed a big difference. Hopefully they'll have a wishing you were here board. Oh yeah, with your sister and mom's picture and anyone else who's passed missing their important day. They might. I'm not sure. Cody's fiance, Michaela, his mom she's throwing the whole wedding, so I'm not sure if she will. Um, Papa Frank, I do Element first thing in the morning before coffee, and it made a difference. Awesome. Good to hear, Frank. Good to hear. Ron, as far as your weekly occasion, go prepared. Make and take all the meats or do Ketovore on that day. Great advice. Michelle, when I don't feel like eating, I do fatty lattes with eggs, butter, and quality protein powder with coffee. But you can have it without coffee. You can Google different recipes. That's toward you, Michelle. So cool. There's Terry. Hey Terry, I'm here. Wanted to catch today since last one for week. No, Terry, I am gonna do one tomorrow. Our family's not pouring in until tomorrow evening, so I'm gonna do one tomorrow too. So I hope you guys all see me tomorrow morning. Well, we'll do it at 12 p.m. again, noon Eastern. Frank, Cassie's Piggy Poppers for weekend, Larry. Hey, there you go. They're a process, though. I'll tell you that. Yeah, if you're gonna make those for if she would make them for my poker game, she's done it before. That's right. We included that in her Piggy Popper video. It's funny. Uh, Shellbell, we have to prepare for events. Think ahead with the food. I was going to post in community page on my Saturday Temptations because I was doing the food prep for a baby shower. I will go post that today. You better, Shellbell. All right. I'm guessing his mother, like all my family members, still sadly were never told the correct information on how to treat their diabetes. Yeah, maybe. Yay, I'll be here tomorrow for sure. Okay, Terry. Well, we're all caught up, guys. We went an hour and pretty awesome. I appreciate you guys stopping by and encouraging each other. I really enjoyed it. And we'll definitely see you guys tomorrow, 12 noon Eastern, and that will be the last stream of the week. And then tomorrow night, 6:30 p.m., you guys can check out the new video. And if you do click on it, watch it till the end. That helps with the algorithm. So I appreciate you guys. I love y'all. And we'll see you tomorrow. Stay strong today, all right?